Hey there, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. It is that fucking time of year again. MTA, Multifactorial San Andreas, 1.3.4, and I've got to fucking do the upgrade. What we're gonna be doing in this video is we're just basically gonna be moving all the stuff over to a whole new set of server files. Now, I know there might be an easier way to do this, but let's just get it done with. Okay, so I've gone ahead and clicked on the the installer for MTA and all that. Now what we need to do is we need to create a new set of server files. I like to start fresh sometimes. Okay, free run. Now I'm going to call this one current, or just C for short. Free run C. Okay, so you know this wizard. If you've played MTA, you're familiar with it. So next. And the screen goes black because Windows likes to do its whole authentication thing. I agree. Server only. Now, different steps may apply, if you want to do certain stuff, but for one thing here is I don't need optional resources. I've got plenty of shit of my own. So I'm just going to untick all of this, because I have no need for it. I'm keeping the editor there because it's very handy and I may need to open it. This is an editing server later. Core resources are still there. I'm gonna just undo that and leave the editor there and nothing else. So it's gonna be 7 megabytes. So next. So basically what I'm going to do is I have to migrate all my resources over. So free run C, it's on the F drive, the 2 terabyte drive I might add. This is pretty much identical to making your own dedicated server. It's just a matter of getting all your custom files ready and that. Okay, so we've got the uninstaller. We do not need that. It is pretty much useless. Alright, we've got our server files here. Cut. Prefer to have them here. As for this, we can delete this folder. Okay, now let's get to setting up our new server. I've already got a lot of resources of my own, so we're going to port them over and hope for the best. Okay, well it's porting time, so let's get this shit moved over. Alright, now just to the guys out there who don't know, when you are moving server files over, occasionally just due to the fact that updates are made, if you've compiled your scripts, there can sometimes be problems. But what we're gonna do is just get the resources folder, and I'm just going to delete the one here because it's not. Well, I'm gonna keep the editor. Go ahead and copy all this shit over. More like cut and paste. Skip the editor because I don't need to change that. Okay, so my files there have been moved over. Now I'm gonna move over learning, which is my reference. Okay. Now that we've moved all our resources over, we need to make some changes to the server's settings to ensure that we don't run into any issues when we are running the resources, because there are requests for permissions and all that. So we're going to start with the access control list. I'm opening both of them so I can perform an editing, like I can edit both. So no. Okay. Now this is a fresh access control list, and it's got several different user groups and all that. So what we've got here is another access control list, of which the one I'm using at the moment. You see here we've got a few people here on the list. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to copy and paste everything under admin into acl.xml so these resources can do their job properly without being constrained by the security features installed in MTA. As that in core and free run, I'm just going to leave those because I don't think that's necessarily a problem. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy all of these. and I'm just gonna select his group. So this right here is the permissions. Like it will call this up and it will ask whether or not someone has permissions. You can change the settings there if you want to. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste all that. Alright, we've already got these under the groups, so just remove them. Okay, so I'll explain this. We've got several resources like the whitelist, for example, which is something I've retired or stopped working on for a little while. We've got the whitelist resource, which has got the same rights as admin and all that, and it's got the rights of an administrator, which is the following down below. See here, I've got me @in_here.user. So say for example you wanted the rights of an administrator, you would need to put your name here, and you need to put your username there. So if you create an account, you can sort of add your name to this list, and you can access the admin panel and the server functions and all that. This is handy if you want to do run code. And I'll just give you guys a list of the permissions that you've got. You've got like admin here, you've got crun, you've got install, you've got all that type of stuff here. You've got shutdown, you've got add ban, remove ban, you know what these things do, so I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. So I'm gonna do now is I'm going to edit the access control list, so that it will not give people the ability to delete my shit. And I can't delete it via the I can't actually delete it via admin panel or anything like that. So okay, add resource map, remove resource default settings, blah 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 blah, remove ban. That's pretty strange. Map editor, delete resource. Okay. Well, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure the server might automatically fill in some permissions there later on that, or they've just done a big update on it, but I honestly don't care, so we'll just save that. And that's the access control list done. So we're going to move on to the Mta Server config. Now, here we are. So I'm just like, I don't need a password or anything. Oh, wait. This is the old server files. I'm going to move on to these files here. Okay. So this is something you might like some of you guys might have a few problems with, but I'll help you out here. The server name we're going to be using is Project Freerun, because the project is called Project Freerun and the server is pretty much Project Freerun, so Freerun. Oh shit. Kept my finger on fucking shift. HTTP server. I'm going to turn this down to 12 players just to be safe. Don't need to worry about that setting. URL download, don't know. Auto client download, blah blah blah. Clients should be automatically copied. Don't need to worry about that. Threshold. It's a number of HTTP connections. Okay, this is pretty much not really a problem here. To disable any cheat, I'm just going to leave the anti-cheat alone because it doesn't really need to be messed around with. You guys can make your own decisions on what you want to do, so yeah. Game monitor servers, I'm going to leave that because it's, same. LAN will be kept the same. Now, if you want to keep your server private, you can use a password, but my server has a serial whitelist system, so it really doesn't matter, so yeah. Bandwidth reduction, medium's fine. Ping limit, I'll leave that. Again, latency reduction, lag compensation, I'll leave that again. Okay, there's a database queries. Okay, like, we don't really need to edit a lot of this stuff, because, I really don't know a lot about it, but, available range, frame limits, I'm just gonna max it out, because, you know, who gives a fuck. Auto logins will be disabled by default, don't need that. In-game voice chat. Values 1. Yeah, I'm going to switch it to 1 so I can use the voice chat if it works. I don't know whether or not it would. Ultra-wide bandwidth. Like, I'm going to go with narrow bandwidth. Because, you know, internet's not that good. Voice quality. Voice parameters, blah, blah, blah. Don't need to worry about that. You know, I'm not going to bore you guys. Backup copies, don't need to worry about. Okay, here's something we do need to worry about. There's a bunch of resources here that you might want to be aware of. Like, this is the auto start and protect system, so I've already removed a ton from my old server, so like, you can pretty much just remove this, especially if you have all your own shit and it starts automatically. But the only thing I do want to do is put one resource in that I want to start automatically. It's called FR Firewall, so the moment the server starts, it will automatically shield it from, well, I'll put in admin check. That, or I can just start the whole system up and put in free run. Okay, so it will start up 1 which equals true, and you know that stuff. So we'll save that, close that, and close that. Now, I'm pretty sure that there's the database. There is a database for pretty sure there is actually a database for like passwords and all that. So I'm gonna see what happens if I copy database server. Hopefully it should work. I don't know. Databases, logs. I'm gonna keep those logs in storage forever and see what happens. But dumps, free run past. Yeah, it's pretty much all done. So I'm just gonna leave that. So, like after you've edited your access control list and your Mta server, like configuration, everything should be fine. So we're just gonna start it up now and pray. There are a few things that we'll need to do, like the first time you get everything running, but yeah. Okay. Could not find. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to do some decompiling, but we'll leave that a little bit later. Refresh. Start free run. Okay, so that's running, so we're fine. So I'm gonna launch Mta Sa. And hopefully Frap should automatically just move over. If not, I'll have to stop the video. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to see if everything's working. Now, Project Freerun's popped up here in local, so that's fine. If you're running on the net, it should pop up pretty quick, but, you know, it may take a while. So we're just going to go ahead and enter the server. I registered a few, like a little while ago, so you people don't know my password or anything like that, because it'll be pretty bad if you end up coming to the server and fucking around. But the problem is you can't unless you're an administrator and you have your actual serial on the whitelist. So there's no chance you're getting in. Okay. Well, everything seems to work on the server. Staff works. It's a community resource, but you know me, I do sometimes like to stinge when it comes to vital server systems, but yep. Start FR admin in case it's not running. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm not too sure what's happening with that, but I'll need to debug the script now. Yeah. Well, if you guys have compiled scripts or anything like that, you may want to use something like Luadeck to actually decompile them if you haven't got a backup copy of sources. If you got a script, you can send it to me and I can try to decompile it for you, but I'm not really going to be... Like, you can look for a decompiler up if you want to, but the choice is yours, really. But I'll decompile it if it's something you need done, but meh. But anyways, like, pretty much what like, it's just really pretty simple to set up your own MTA server. It can be done pretty easily, and it's not a burden, like a huge job to do. Like, in my case, I'm not running any core resources, so it's a bit hard to really fuck anything up. So, oh my god. Oh, admin worked. Admin worked. Admin worked. Okay, well, admin's running, so that's pretty cool. I got all my files, yay, and yeah. Well, if you want to prevent people from deleting your shit, you can pretty much edit the access control list, and you can pick and choose what permissions people do and don't have. The choice is really yours in the end. I'm going to go over more detail related to making things easier when you're working with MTA and all that. I'm going to help you guys out with compiling and etc. But I'm still, you know, just fucking around with development and all that, and just learning. But I will help you guys out with some videos at some point, and I will be posting this on the MTA forum, assuming I can get everything, you know, done. But yeah, thanks guys, and I wish you the best. And to the Australians out there, I'm pretty sure holidays are coming up soon, so yeah, happy holidays to you guys, and I'm going to end the video here. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you've got any questions or want something to compile, just let me know, and I'll help you out the best I can.